Hey y'all, Sarah Luhu here, and we are back again with Danganronpa 2. So last time we continued our investigation into Ibuki and Hyoko's deaths, and we found a few small things, like there was glue and a drumstick being used to block the music venue doors, and we found out that Hyoko had forgotten how to tie her sash after Mahiro had, taught her how and stuff. So Sonia sent her to the music venue in order to, stand in front of the full-length mirror that was over there and, practice and all that crap. And apparently, according to everybody else in the group, the murders are similar to whatever happens in this movie, so we're here to watch a movie! We're currently waiting on that, so let's see what else we can find. Okay, it's not the cash register, it's just the counter. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Yeah, okay, I thought it looked familiar. Alright, this one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag, useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, only one person can have it. So who got it? It doesn't matter if, one person got it. It could have been stolen or something off of that person too, though. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It already sold out. And who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it. I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one, it's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. So wait. So for some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truthful Sexual Handbook? Alright, now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. Yeah, after 1 second, because I'm not sure I completely understood what you were saying there. A Monomi tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently you get another bag free when you purchase it, though. Okay, so only one person can get the bag, but they can get a second bag as well in the process. So then that just makes it, they could have given the bag away to somebody could have stolen the bag, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting! Exciting! Is there nothing else? I mean, there's the popcorn and everything. It's a food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches, and drinks are all arranged here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all. Should we talk to Nagi before going to see the movie?
Impossible.
Haji, I can't believe you bought that thing, and you paid $1.5 million for it too? But even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing the movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, Just leave me alone. You're the last person I need judging me right now. Alright, theater, let's go! Movie time! Movie theater inside of the theater. Oh, it's nice in here. Oh, it's... Ew. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Please relax and enjoy the film.
Yeah, happily. Oh wait, what was that on the wall? Naughty something? The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D. There's probably clues in here.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Yeah. I'm just going to, for once, put this on auto.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monomi's country.
Oh, so it's a parody of The Wizard of Oz.
Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow
that's
hanged
awful.
herself and died.
Oh, I don't know what I expected.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Damn. Oh my god.
He
It gets
also
so
met
dark.
a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
Is he just going to kill the wizard then, too?
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
He's just carving a path of destruction.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Oh my god.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Well, good for Tim. Wait. That doesn't... Oh, wait. Oh my god, I was completely blanking because I was so God dang it. They showed us things. They had Ibuki hanging herself. They had Hyoko tied to the thing, but that doesn't make any sense. Because she wasn't shot full of arrows, she just had her throat slit. And then there was a third one, but you can't get a third one. Right then, man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissue, 1 for each hand. Wait, what was moving about it? Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I could say to describe the situation. Like, I'm not even sure what he would find moving about that. Oh, this movie sucks, and Naughty Bear are what's graffitied on the walls. But, I don't know, I guess, like, him being happy and all that crap, maybe that's what moved him to tears? I'm not sure. So, Nagi, I don't think it was that bad. Haji, are you okay? How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? It was fine, but thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in the case. Buki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer had killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Wizard Monami has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. You have anything else? It's a video game poster, huh? Looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna buy that. Alright. We still had somebody to go see, right? Were we going to the hospital for something? I think we were going to the hospital. I think that's how we left off last time. Yeah, okay, there are people here. Hey, explain to me what your dealios are, Chiaki. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. And Soda, anything from you? You're kind of in the suspect realm at the moment. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get that from the shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music video and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras, I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. Yeah, you're right, you did work on that. Is that just confirming that there's no difference? Might this be of any importance? It's paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. Precautions, eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. If patients do not need to be accompanied overnight, stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Apparently only one person can accompany the infected, thanks to Monokuma's selfish rule. Okay, we already went over all that. Maybe something with the surveillance unit? There's a surveillance camera unit on the top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Haji, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions. Tell me, Haji. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video on that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a step ladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder on her own free will, and then she grabbed the rope end. That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so they can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on. At the time you said you didn't know that person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her, but I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she killed her own killer? That she's her own killer, my bad. Ibuki committed suicide. Very plain and obvious, Haji. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. She looks so determined. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking, but... did she seem a little upset? Yeah, she looked a little... I think that was that just because of you guys? Like telling her it's okay not to know or something? Surveillance monitor video has been added to our truth bullets. Okay, nothing else, so might as well go on up. Oh, Connie, you're here. What's up?
Now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Haji, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. My goodness, Haji, you were getting harassed at the yin-yang. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Yeah, and shame on you for thinking that way, Haji. You shouldn't wish people to be what they are. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan on wearing a hospital gown from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagi was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagi's. It's a unisex size, so it would probably be able to fit in it. Wait, hold on. What happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. Why don't you just wash it? No time to dilly-dally. I totally left McCann back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay, since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Ah, terrible, terrible guide. I think it's the same. Like, I feel like more if it's being shown, but probably not. Alright, we're going to the conference room, right? Oh. I can't walk upstairs like a normal person. I have to click on them. I forgot. Weird haunted hospital. Staff room, conference room. Wonder what Chiaki's looking for up here. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. I'm assuming this isn't what I think it is. Whoa, what's fully exposed? Hey, Haji. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? What? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did I finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Hey, were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. What are you saying here? I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in the conference room are designed to completely black out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it also is long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark? So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail? I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Because her prank didn't go well? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. But it's time, Haji. It's time for the class trial.
Hello!
Oh, wonderful.
How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know?
Yeah.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Away with us to the Monokuma Rock. How's that pet doing? Still a little bit of poop on you? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and level you up real quick before we go on to the Monokuma Rock. So 1 second, please. Okay, we should be good now. Just 16 more steps to go, and it will transform, or die, or give birth. You know, whatever our pet tends to do. There it is. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Goodbye, Shitimi. We do always appreciate your weird and awkward running. Oh, it wants to give us something. What a coins of tissues. Okay, well, it's better than what I thought it was. Goodbye! We'll always love you. Oh, it's flies! It's the flies. Okay. Whoa. New pet. We just need 100 steps for you. Alright, whatever. We can kill some more time. Magical transport towers. Ah, there we go. I think I said magical transport towers, and I meant to say powers, so... There's that. Okay, whatever. Let's just see. Our new little chibi me. We are going to try and raise you with a lot of hope this time. So, here, have some of this. This crap, yeah. Throw that right up in your belly. I'm just going to give it a few gifts and then we can get on with our, you know, game. Okay, all set. Should be good now. Right. We have a class trial to get to, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. That was our goal all along. This is going to be a late episode again today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry these episodes have been coming up so late. it's been tough. Alright, so everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Yes. Hey, jerk, hold it right there.
He's such a
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who is short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? Oh, I see. You've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. That's what I'm worried about. Sounds like, you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first, so okay, he's still good, he's just in severe conditions.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape. Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead, there's no way, not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Well, why are you excited about that? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What? What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Fufu, any last words?
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monomi that much. She's just saying stupid things, and it'll just make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. No, Fufu, but Monomi's on our team, buddy. Chiaki!
Hey.
Chiaki? Let's go, there's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward, and then we need to end this once and for all. And Sonia, any comments from you?
Hyoko, it must be my fault after all. Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed.
I'm a little curious about you, Sonia. You could be playing the goody two-shoes thing. I don't know. Miken! Oh, I haven't been helpful at all. You've done your best. Don't worry about it. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry, I'm such a useless piece of trash. You're not useless, darling. Connie?
I'm gonna do it!
Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back. Hopefully. Soda!
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already. Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but... I'm sure he's fine, dude. Probably.
It's about time I showed my serious side. Jeez, how troublesome, but I suppose I could display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades.
What does that even mean, Gundam? And Nagi, off on his own.
Just as I thought, this particular incident... Oops, we can continue this later, right, Haji?
What's wrong with them? He's even creepier than usual. What are you up to? Oh well, let's go on to Monokuma Rock! Come on, we're ready for that trial. Rawr. There's our lovely escalator. That was weird. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined-up silhouette keeps getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. The little details, you know? When everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, down we go! I seriously feel like it's going to blast off one of these days. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. Wow, we really do look a lot smaller. But nobody said a word. Probably because we don't have Nekomura's giant body in there. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And deeper! And deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. At long last, the elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into the place. Oh, this is better. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. He's definitely fucking with us. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. I like this background a lot better. Like, the past few backgrounds I felt have been, like, kind of borderline lazy. This one actually looks like it has some effort put into it. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mihiro's death. The person who killed these 2 are among us. I definitely can't believe it. Most of that panel's read it out, blacked out, read it out. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Buki and Hyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yeah, might as well. Let's go ahead, save. Set skills. Oh yeah, we got any new skills? Okay, we need... Wait, that's already been selected. Do we have any new skills? Goody, charisma. Oh, nope, no new skills. Maybe, can I open a handbook? I might be able to purchase some, right? Where am I? There we are. Do I have anything new? I've already gotten those. Let's look at these. Slightly steadies your aim, effective during non-stop debate, it's fine. Downshift reduces your aiming speed, effective during non-stop debate, increases your aiming speed. Algorithm increases the speed of memorizing a statement. That's probably somewhat useful, but we only have 4 things to use. Here we go. Lock up increases the max speed, effective during logic dive, increases turning power, logic dive, increases jumping power. Yeah, that's logic dive again. I guess... Algorithm, I think. That's what we'll go with. And add that to our skill set and we should be good. Alright. And difficulty's good. Let's just look through our truth bullets real quick.
Oh, goodness me. Details. There are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hyoko's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. There were bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. The rope used for hanging, this is the rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. The key to the motel room was that the key to the motel room that Hyoko was staying in. It was buried deep inside her kimono, so it's pretty difficult to retrieve. A thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton of the lighting. Black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage. It is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was bought from the supermarket and something that was not originally here. Step ladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight blood stain can be seen. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually the light from this candle. A surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for the communication purposes. It's not been smashed, it has been smashed into pieces and no longer works. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belongs to Hyoko. A strange glob that was stuck between both the music venue doors and between where the music venue doors touch each other. And Mikan's account right up until Monokuma's announcement this morning, Mikan was with Haji the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fufu. The video that Haji saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climbed a stepladder toward the noose. Fufu's account. After Fufu met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater in Electric Avenue, but didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fufu and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Sonia's account. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. An invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. 1 ticket was passed out per person, and the date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. Monomi tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only 1 person can buy it. Apparently, you get another bag for free when you purchase it. The movie that Monokuma directed, there was a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monomi's scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monomi Lane was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monomi Tin Man was died by getting chopped into little pieces. There are 2 victims this time. Oh, wait. That was it. That was the last one. Alright, well, we're all good then, right? So let's do this. I'm not sure I'm actually going to be able to.
With a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I'm actually going to be able to make it to our normal stopping point with this.
You will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know,
Seriously?
because I was asleep the whole time.
Why are you being so snarky?
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Really?
Fine.
Okay.
Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
That's actually kind of beautiful, Connie.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those 2 can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Can do.
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Wow, you sound very
I woke up
subdued.
in my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story!
Not
And
really.
Then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because that's where everyone
Because it was
was.
close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember
Yeah, shame
feeling
Gundam.
a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Oh, he's
After I heard from
blushing.
those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
And that's
And
when
when
we
that
also
happened-
found.
We didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When
Yes.
we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily. Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who... Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
What? Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
I knew it. We were going to get accused one way or another.
If you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie?
Well,
Why
I mean,
would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
of course he
If you're
doubts
not
you.
lying,
Well,
I
maybe
would
he
like you to
doesn't.
prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
What is up with him? Yeah. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagi's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. He is. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagi. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Well, I mean, you had to explain it one way or another. Make your argument. We have Motobium Key, Skeptic Bears, a camera skin, monitor, movie invitation ticket. Movie invitation ticket is most likely. Because we wouldn't have been able to set it up.
Clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie,
No, it's not!
then the fact that Ibuki hung herself,
That would also be a lie.
Except it's not.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
But I'm not the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
No.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is
that's a bit.
Hajime's fault.
Dang it. That's where it was. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I need to find it and break through. Yeah, don't worry, we got
Hajime's
it.
testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's and the fact that Ibuki,
That would also...
I don't think I can. After all,
why would Hajime?
Well, obviously because
Did Hajime kill both of them?
No.
the fact that the bodies were imitating...
Yeah, what was that about imitating a movie, jackass? You were kind of there with me today when we went to go see that movie?
Killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Because he was with you when you went to go see the
Before
movie.
the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
He just really likes fucking with us.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
You know, he kind of reminds me of Bia a little with this.
No mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Like, you know how Bia in the first game was like, he would, you know, just kind of like mess with people's heads and shit? Like, that's what Nagi reminds me of, just a little bit. Like, except, how do I put this? Like, Bia was straightforward with his dickishness, but Nagi is all like, you know, sugarcoating it all and stuff. He like tries to make himself sound nice and friendly and shit, and then pulls that crap. In which case, I find that a lot more distasteful than when it was Bia.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Nope.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Yeah, because he likes fucking with
Nagito,
people.
what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
That is so weird.
This isn't a game, you know.
It is to him.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Oh?
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yes.
I'm positive.
And that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
Yeah, but not entirely, I'm thinking.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
They're going to say Ibuki.
Coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
It's probably more along the lines of they taped her
That's
up
why the
within
killer
those 10
stalled
minutes.
for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean a closed room?
The killer
They
blocked
locked
the
the
venue
doors.
door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue. If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
So people that are currently in the clear are... Let's see. Haji, Chiaki, Fufu, and... Wait. Haji, Chiaki, Fufu, Mikan, and Gundam. Because those are all the people that we can confirm were outside at the music venue at that point. So that leaves Sonia, Ibuki. Well, we can probably roll Nagi and Akane out because they were back at the hospital. But then, no, wait, that's right, because they were trying to make us think like that before.
If that's the case, the
Oh,
only
no.
suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Okay, well that just confirms their innocence.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis.
Yeah.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
Yep.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
Yeah, that's what common logic would
There's
lead us to
another
believe,
person who
but...
doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Nekomaru has Monokuma's alibi.
Hey!
What?
Why are you talking like... You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making that
What?
joke.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, We should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Was he making fun of Nekomura there?
Backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fufu obviously thinks so, but is that really it? So they might have been on the outside, but there was no way out. Motel room key, scrapbook paper, stepladder, I don't know. We're just gonna have to listen.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
Correct.
It seems
Oh,
they were
wait.
trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Oh, I see what
The door should
happened.
not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
It wasn't the broken drumstick, though, was it?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing
was
that,
it?
the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Now I'm supposed to agree with
So
this,
they
aren't
look
I?
like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Good for you, good for you. Okay, the person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. Oh wait, no, there is
killer was
something?
still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How
Yes.
did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a
Nope,
bolt.
that's not what I was trying to do. One moment. Oh, okay, yeah, I was right then. I thought we might have had to agree about now.
Hold on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Okay, so my first instinct was correct. So the drumstick was a red herring. It was actually the glue. So, like, if they glued the door shut, they could have made, like, already had, I mean, it's a complicated idea, but, like, they could have had the drumstick broken to make us think that it was the drumstick barring the door. So they could have already been in and out, if that was the case, right? I don't know.
From the outside. How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
And you'd think we would have probably been able to break the door open a lot easier if it was just a drumstick in there.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Yeah, that thing. It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was glue?
I see!
I think it was glue.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, you would know,
It
Chiaki.
had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
You really did need to go through all of that.
I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
You should
That
not
glue
know.
was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That
Yeah,
doesn't really
but-
matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
And we did break it down pretty easily.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
I didn't think so at the time, but...
obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Look at Soda being caring.
Both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So,
Good for you,
during the
Manumi.
10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they
Apparently.
also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't
What?
have done it while Hajime was away from the venue,
They must have done it earlier than that. But when
Earlier?
Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right? And
Correct.
when you went back with everyone else, Kyoko's body was there too, right? But
Correct.
it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time.
Just reveal?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Yeah, the thing.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
It
That's
would
right,
be.
but just what is this scrap anyway?
This piece of paper to the pillar. The scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. It's... oh great. Yay! Spelling game! W-A-L-L-P... It's probably wallpaper. Let's see how long we can keep you guys along for. Yeah, it's totally wallpaper. Should probably just go ahead and... ah, what? Oh, right, I have to right-click again if I want to destroy things, don't I? Oh, hello. Thank you for joining the game, but we don't need you right now. Alright, there you go. Wallpaper, it most definitely is. Oh, right, we can speed this up, can't we? Okay, one moment. Oh no, what have I done? Peas, I need peas. R's. Oh, goodness. Where's the other E? Ah, damn it. Screwed that up. Ah, what am I doing? There we go. Oh, this is getting a bit more complicated than it was before. Yes. No. Yes, actually, I do need this. Oh, no, what have I done? Things are getting so complicated. I need an E. God dang it. That's bad. There are my E's. What am I doing? There's R's done. Oh goodness. That was a lot more stressful than before. Complete. Wunderbar.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
It is. It really is.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper,
Then you'll see that they match up
see,
perfectly.
it fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
Maybe?
Mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Can we? That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Logic dive. Oh, seriously? Okay. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Ah! And death awaits. Whoa! Okay. Question is, what exactly are we after? Question 1. It was hidden, it was brought there. No. Wait, maybe it was hidden? Hidden? I think it was brought there, actually. Oh, no, I was right. Okay, it was hidden. Oh, right, because she was already at the music venue and stuff, because she was there for the... she was there for the mirror, that's right. Come on, where's our next question, man? Question number 2. What did the killer use to hide her? Dead. Death is what was used. Wallpaper or a curtain? Could have been the curtain. It might have been the curtain? Let's see if it was the curtain. It could have been either, really. It might have been the wallpaper. Oh, nope, it was the curtain. Wallpaper, yep. This should have been an obvious one, because what have we been focusing on this entire time? The wallpaper, right? I'm just killing my life ever so slowly. Sorry, Haji. Just hurting you here, man. Okay, final question. How did the killer hide her body? They covered the pillar, they formed a wall. They might have covered the pillar, actually. Right? Yes! Okay, so it was all red this time. It was 10, the wallpaper, alright! Not my best work, but it'll do.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
Did we even get a picture of the entire music venue before, like, when we got there?
It would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid
Brilliant.
the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
There was, yeah, you can see, that's...
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Yeah, that would be our focus.
Lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
I guess.
The baton
Yeah, looks
lighting
like
forms
it.
a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Yep.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
In
And
their
because
hurry.
of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime
Yep.
itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then
I mean, it
when
kind of
was
is.
Hyoko actually killed?
Good point.
That's the question.
And on that note,
We'd
it's
like to
about
talk to
time we
Sonia.
shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
I imagine she wouldn't be a fan.
Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
What?
Really? There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
To a
As if
degree.
both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Is it because it's right there in the motive? The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie. I should be able to explain that now. To hide the weapon, to mix up the killing order, to let their accomplice escape, because they like movies. The reason they imitated two victims in that movie is to mix up the killing order, probably. Okay, good.
The reason the
It
killer
was one of those
imitated
two.
the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid
Maybe?
line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid.
Oh,
The
to make
condition
you
of
assume.
Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm curious now.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
What was
I'm
wrong
not
with it?
even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Gundam, chill, buddy. He's
Oh,
not.
I
He's a
see.
sweetheart.
You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Chucky, don't.
Bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong
Wait,
with
what?
that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yes.
How light.
That's because of the feet.
Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Gundam, just chill your roll, man.
First,
Soda,
and
shush.
foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because of the
doing
shoes?
something That's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
No, Gundam. Guys, everybody just be cool. Anyway, if this continues, we're just going to talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. It's a very simple answer. It's bloody shoe print things, you know, feet on floor. Blood on souls, there we go. Oh, well, you know, it's already on it.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Indeed they were.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
I have it. Don't you worry.
you
I'm gonna
see
get
her
you, Gundam. Nope.
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there
Yes,
even
yes
any
there is.
footprints at the crime scene?
No footprints, but
Maybe
there
her
was
feet were on the
something.
floor. But she was like sitting or something.
Kind
So
of,
instead,
sorta.
there'd be a mark on her ass.
No.
Weak, I say! It doesn't
Yes.
even pierce my heart.
Oh, okay, I missed something here. Chiaki said Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed, but is that really true? Maybe
When
it's...
Hiyoko died. Ibuki's
Okay,
feet.
wait.
I am telling you to. Did you see her walk?
If her feet was there any sign
Maybe
she
I'm
didn't even any
Oh, that
footprints
was
at
it,
the
wasn't it?
Maybe her feet were, but she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Not you.
It
I think it's
doesn't even pierce
Sonia's.
my heart.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on.
I am telling you to present.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes!
I agree with that.
Sonia has it. She gets it.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That would be
It's
correct.
Hiyoko's blood.
It has to be.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki
Correct.
stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Oh, okay, Gundam, you want to go? Let's go, man.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Gundam, dude, I don't want to fight you, buddy.
You have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? Good line. What? Are you sure you're sure? If I
Yeah, I'm
show you
pretty
how
sure.
serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Okay,
You're
dude.
so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
Oh, I've been aware of that since day one, dude.
The time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
We will do our best, Gundam. God, we have a weird BFF in this, man. Rope tees for hanging, scrap paper, step ladder. It's either smudge on the floor or the step ladder, I'm thinking. Smudge on the floor, let's go with that for now.
Ibuki's feet belong to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the... You can't step on blood.
Oh wait, that was where I was supposed to slice.
Just about one thing you see a nice nightmare.
Okay, I see what I was supposed to do there. Despite his exaggerated protest, I feel like I already seen an opening to counter. Is this a trap?
Blood on Ibuki. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yes, there was. It was wiped up.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes,
Except I do.
You look closely. There's
Wait,
a
that was
streak
it for
on the
him?
floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Yep.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
So it'd be an
Hyoko's
obvious
body
giveaway.
was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Well, we already know that.
I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided.
At the moment?
Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears
Correct.
that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Indeed it is. And unfortunately, we are going to have to be stopping this clash trial before the, intermission, so to say. Yeah, alright, let's just... Nah. This thing? Yeah, there we go. That'll give us a bit of silence for a moment. But yeah, not enough time in the day for this, so we're going to be stopping this a little bit earlier than normal, and I'm sorry for that, but this is already going to be an late upload. Let's not make it any later. Yeah, so, okay, we've cleared up a lot of things with this. So, alright, first up, you know, the door to the music venue was glued shut, so there wasn't anybody hiding inside. Everybody who was on the outside is still open to, you know, being a suspect because... like, everything that happened inside the music venue, you know, could have gone down in an instant. Because I'm thinking they were probably killed at night, because that's when Sonia said that she went to, Hiyoko, right? And then talked to her about going to the music venue with the mirror and all that stuff. So, Hiyoko went, I'm assuming at night, went to the music venue, tried to practice, and there she was killed. Ibuki was there as well because she likes the music venue, and I guess she just probably wandered there in her sick state, I'm guessing. But she was a witness, and so whoever the killer was told her to, you know... I guess they must have set up the whole recording thing, you know, that way. I've already been over the whole recording thing, my thoughts on that. So they set it up so Ibuki would start walking, you know, whenever one of us answered it. And then... yeah, they would have had more than enough time to clean up everything and set up the body on the pillar and all that crap. And then, you know, it could have all been done within that night, and then all they would have to do was wait for somebody to show up at the music venue before they, you know, glued the door shut and ripped the paper off. And then they would be all, you know, set to go. So it could be anybody on the outside now. It doesn't just have to be...
you know, it doesn't just have to be like Sonia or Kazuichi. So it could have been anybody. So that leaves, you know, Fufu, Chiaki, Gunda, Mikan, still Sonia and Kazuichi. Nekomaru's like the only other safe person at the moment. And I guess Nagi and Akane. They're all, you know, pretty much clear. Because they were, you know, they were sick. They couldn't have been able to do any of that stuff. Akane was just a crying mess, and Nagi was sick in bed the entire time. So there wasn't, you know, anything that could be done there. We're going to figure it out during the course of the trial, but damn, this has been a complicated ass, you know, setup so far. And I don't know, you know, like it's really just up in the air who it could be at this point. So, until next time, like and subscribe if you guys want to, and thank you for watching.